Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play The Binding of Isaac. I'm going to take Isaac here because it has been kind of a long time since the last episode. And by kind of a long time, I mean that the last episode that's gone up on YouTube was the episode where I played, well, I co-commentated anyway, I didn't play with Edmund McMillen. Also, that sounds kind of homoerotic, but the episode where I co-commentated with Edmund McMillen. And the last time I actually played the game, because that was an earlier... The game that we did for that was an earlier recording that I did that I saved specially for that co-commentary, because obviously there were some exciting items that came up there that don't normally come up in a standard Isaac run. Got like fetus in a jar, brimstone, mom's knife, all in the same video. So it's been a while since I've played. So we could have some interesting gameplay here, and basically one of the reasons I'm making this is I've been working really hard on the Dark Souls Let's Play, and that is a pretty hefty endeavor to, you know, be a little bit understating. To understate things a little bit. Hefty for a few reasons. One, those videos are pretty long. I mean, I realize that people are like, make longer videos. Well, like a video that's an hour long for something like Isaac is totally feasible because the game's small. Let's check this pill really quick. Telepills to the secret room. That's an awesome pickup, actually. Doing hour-long videos of a game like Isaac is totally reasonable. Should have exited the left door if I could have. Can't remember now. It's totally reasonable because the game is fairly small, so they're fairly simple, so the videos are fairly small. But in Dark Souls, the videos take like 3 hours to render and 2 hours to upload each. I'm gonna re-roll this game, kid. Mom's contact? Inner eye, triple shot. Cool, that's actually a really good pickup to get right off the bat, and one we don't see all that often. So yeah, hour-long videos for Dark Souls, pretty much, not impossible, but it would really have the upload speed, basically. Instead of getting an episode a day, you'd get an hour-long episode every 2 days, which is not something that I necessarily want to do. First boss is gonna be Monstro here, but in all the comments on those, people are saying, wow, Dark Souls, by and large, the reception of that Let's Play has been very good, and I'm very thankful for that. But people are still saying, you know, you should bring... I should really use my devil card. You should bring back Isaac, do some episodes of Isaac, and, you know, I absolutely will. But if you're wondering why there's been less Isaac lately, there's a few reasons for that. One of them is that I thought that co-commentary with Edmund McMillen was a great segue... HP up, of course. Great segue into kind of waiting a little bit until more Wrath of the Lamb information came out. So I could both talk about that, or maybe even just waiting until Wrath of the Lamb itself did come out. Triple shot and my reflection. This could be kind of a weird setup that we have going on here. So yes, I had always planned on continuing to do Isaac videos, even before the expansion was announced. But as I mentioned, like, you know, a couple of months ago, there might be a situation where I only do Isaac now and then. So, like, if you want to classify it like this, I don't classify it like this. But Isaac is no longer my main Let's Play. But there will still be Isaac videos. Because I really like the game, and whenever the mood strikes me, it's a really easy, fun thing to record. I know people are going to like it. And, you know, it goes up quick. Videos render extremely quickly, and might as well use our bomb here to get that bomb. Maybe there's something contained in this poop anyway. Yeah, so it's basically, it's like... This sounds crass to say it like this, but it's free money for me. I know people are going to like it, and it's very easy for me to do, especially compared to something like Dark Souls. So it's a nice change of pace from something that's so work-intensive. However, it is kind of getting old, and there's been a lot of feedback as well that is like, Isaac's getting kind of boring, and I can understand that. I mean, there are like 120 episodes. I can't even open that chest. I mean, I've seen pretty much all that game has to offer beyond the fact that every playthrough does have, you know, a certain element of random chance, which I appreciate. Anyway. Enough about that, let's talk about the game at hand. We're just getting ready for our second floor here. Dealing with Larry Jr., I wanted to keep my D6 prepared, because I haven't... Oh god, he's faster than me. I haven't taken very much damage, so I might be able to go to the deal with the Devil Room and then re-roll whatever he gives me. I am feeling a little bit rusty so far. I've took some really stupid damage against that Monstro, which is a boss that at this point in my career I should not be taking damage on, let's just put it that way. And if you didn't think I was rusty before, you probably do now. Larry Jr. taking me like 55 hours here to kill. The triple shot is going to make him much, much easier. And I'm actually kind of digging this my reflection plus triple shot right now. It means if I miss, I get a second chance to actually hit. And they also kind of move around the map, not randomly of course, but for lack of a better word anyway in this context, to say randomly, so I can get some hits on enemies I wouldn't normally be able to hit from the shots going around corners and whatnot. I'm not going to reroll that HP up, I'll keep it because I do play a fairly high-risk strategy of trading with the devil whenever possible. We are going to explore the rest of this floor. There's an arcade which I may go to, because obviously I would love to get some keys with which to open the golden chest there, as well as some keys, in fact, just to open the shop should we come across it, because 10 cents, pretty good for the basement part 2. Obviously, of course, I will do some more dedicated Isaac content when the expansion comes out, But that could be a few months. If you haven't seen the co-commentary with Edmund McMillan, basically, what are you waiting for one? It's a really good video. People really seem to like it. Ah, I thought that was going to be the secret room. But also, he gives a lot of good information about the expansion. In particular, he says, you know, it'll be out when it's finished, which I can respect. Kind of sucks because you don't know what date to pick, but rather, it's better they spend their time on it, rather than just rushing out kind of a cheap update that maybe doesn't add too much to the gameplay. This sounds like it's going to add a significant amount to the gameplay. Also saw recently that there's 500,000 copies of Isaac, again for lack of a better term, in circulation right now. So between the Humble Indie Bundle, ooh, definitely taking that HP up as well. Between the Humble Indie Bundle, as well as various Steam sales, there were some big holiday sales for Isaac. There's now 500,000 copies in circulation, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. That puts it like relatively high sales, even within like the larger gaming sphere in general. Not just for indie games. Obviously, that's insane for indie games. But for games at large, anyway. I'm just gonna keep playing here because I would love to pick up some bombs and keys. Again, Blood Bank would be awesome too if I could get the HP upgrade from that. But for now, we'll just pump our money into bombs and keys. This is basically a bomb and key factory if we get lucky and we wait long enough. And that luck seems to be letting me down right now. I've paid 8 cents for one bomb. Oh, there we go. We got a half heart out of it, which means one play at the Blood Bank. Might as well pick this up. Hey, we picked... Okay, there we got lots of plays at the Blood Bank now. There's 1 cent. 2 cents. 3 cents. Okay, a nickel by now would be fantastic. 4 cents. Let's pick up these hearts anyway. Back to 13 cents, which is not bad. Again, bombs and keys, more useful right now. Fantastic, I will probably use those to blow up the 2 things in here. Money is not such an important pickup for me right now. That does... Oh, that's so stupid. Such a terrible waste. Normally I don't play this thoroughly. I don't gamble as much here on the first few floors, because I'm less concerned about, you know, the long-term consequences of my laziness. But for now, because I'm a little bit rusty at the game, as you can see by all the damage I'm taking, might as well try our best. I could really use a damage up to emphasize the power of this triple shot right now. Let's play. This will be the last play. Fantastic. Okay, let's blow you up, and I may actually play the Blood Bank a few more times. Let's play 4 more times. See what we get. 1. That's our second. Getting good payout here. 3. And 4. And 5. What can I say? I can't resist. So we're up to 16 cents. Still no keys. Got a little bit of our health back, and there is actually a... Well, that worked out pretty well. We traded in some hearts, but we got some bombs, essentially. We're only 1 heart down. That's not so bad. Now we will head down to the next floor. Just a random administrative note. You might notice I'm sounding a little bit differently. A very little bit differently. I actually picked up a new microphone, and it's quite a good microphone, and a pop filter as well, so I'm running like straight up LP Pro right now. Please die because you are going to kill me. Like, dude, absorbed like 4 triple shots right to the face. How is that even possible? I am getting murdered here, and this is embarrassing. So yeah, I picked up a new microphone. Let me know how it sounds. I'm pretty confident that it sounds better than my old one. It may also be neutered a little bit because I render these videos in Camtasia Studio, which is... Whoa, those guys are fast. Why are these guys so fast when I hit them with triple shot? Maybe my reflection is catching them and giving them like some backwards momentum. Yeah, Camtasia Studio is not as good with audio as a program like Sony Vegas is. So really I should be rendering these in Vegas, but I can't find a good screen recorder besides Camtasia Recorder that works with Isaac. It doesn't slow the game down extensively. There are ways to get the game to work with fraps. Please don't ask me how to do that. Just Google it. I don't have 10 hours a day to answer that question, even though it's inevitably going to come up anyway. Fantastic, we got that damage upgrade. Could have re-rolled it, but I was just complaining about not having a damage upgrade, so that would be kind of hypocritical, wouldn't it? Let's just take out the TNT from afar. But yeah, essentially, I'm really pleased with the microphone so far. If for no other reason than when I put the pop filter on and have this kind of stand-up microphone, it makes me feel like I'm a radio broadcaster or something, which is, I guess, a step up from professional video game caster, sort of, pseudo-professional video game caster. Anyway, I'm happy with it, let's put it that way. Pick up this cent in the middle here. I will use my key to go to the item room, and I will continue to take a staggering amount of damage because clearly I've forgotten all of the best ways to dodge these enemies over the past couple of weeks. Funny, I can play Dark Souls, do totally fine, but when I play The Binding of Isaac, not doing so hot. Range down. Fantastic. Even better. We'll definitely reroll that Spelunker helmet. You know, 3 Faith, or 3 Spirit Hearts. Beats a Spelunker's helmet in my mind. The Spelunker's helmet would save me a lot of bombs, probably. Trying to find the secret room. But you know how to save myself a lot of bombs? Don't try to find the secret room unless it's very clear where the secret room is. So we'll murder this silkworm. Nothing out of this room. I may come back to go to that slot machine because I desperately need a key with which to go to the shop. Otherwise, I'm essentially just wasting all this money that I have. I mean, what good is having 19 cents? Oh, come on. 19 cents early on in the game if you can't use it. Thank God we got that key there. Okay. I would love to get a Book of Revelations, because obviously that's such a good insulator against the damage that I've been taking so far. Monster Manuel is not really in my cards right now. I don't really want that. We'll leave. We'll explore the rest of the floor, because I do want to actually explore as much as I can here, and that'll charge up my D6, and maybe we'll get another book there. Lucky me. That was just a good guess, basically. Wow! Fair amount of money there. We could buy another key from that shop, which is probably exactly what I'm going to do. I think we'll fight the boss first, just because we're suitable power level to fight the boss. About 8,999. Unfortunately, this is a difficult boss to fight with such a range down, or with such a poor range, because I can't actually hit him without being in the range of his bombs, or sometimes in the range of his creeps, which is obviously disastrous. I'm down to 1 of those Spirit Hearts already. But if I didn't have those Spirit Hearts, I would be dead, so I consider that still a fairly good pickup from the item room. Now, you know what would make this build better? Brimstone. Or Mom's Knife, because again, the range on that doesn't really matter. I love during the co-commentary with Ed where I, oh, come on, that hit me? The creep isn't even there. Where I picked up, I forget what it was, but it was like a damage up in conjunction, or a tears up in conjunction with Mom's Knife, and Ed was like, whoa, what does that do? Like, there's so much randomness in the game that he can't even predict what's gonna happen himself, which is kind of the main reason why I think, well, I know it's the main reason why I love Isaac, but I think the main reason why other people love it as well. We'll get our cube of meat here, a little bit of extra health, doing alright for health now, but I'm still feeling a little bit self-conscious about how much I've been taking. Now, my reflection should allow us to sneak some shots in here that it would otherwise be impossible because of this rock. So this could be a really good item for this room. And remember, the shots kind of try to come back to where you are, so you can manipulate them a little bit. Not very much, but a little bit. We'll spend a bomb to pick up that heart, of course. And we got 23 cents. Might as well invest some in that slot machine, to be honest with you. Alright, you know what? Before we do, we'll go into the shop and re-roll. See what we get out of that. Bible. Terrible pickup. We will get this key for 5 cents. And then before we go to the slot machine and then exit the floor, because I'm basically done with the floor at this point, we will open this golden chest here. Oh, it's going to cost me a bomb, but I'll do it anyway. Why not? 2 keys. Okay, bomb and a key for 2 keys. That's a fair trade. Now I feel good because I can go to the chest or go to the shop in the item room on the next floor. Play this 3 times because I want to make sure I hold on to 15 cents, even though I'll probably fight greed on the next floor. That's fine. Drop a bomb there. How did that hit me? That's so embarrassing. Balls of steel. Okay, we got 2 Spirit Hearts for the 1 heart that I lost. That's fine, but I never should have been hit by that. Terrible play so far, but that's okay. Maybe it'll render itself into a longer video, because for a while there, I was doing pretty well. Beating the game regularly in about a half an hour. But certainly, I think my skill level has dropped so much that I'm not really concerned about challenge runs anymore, let's put it that way. I'm still kind of concerned about eyeless ooze guys as well, not to mention these eye-full ooze guys. Because eye-full ooze guys, you guys know him, he's the French guy who built that tower for his wife. Empress. That is the curse for a room, I believe. Or the foot, I can never remember, but whatever one I said, that's what it's not, most likely. And my comment right there went back in time and inspired the first title of the first Arctic Monkeys album. We have here Miniature Fistula. It's good, we got a good room here for kind of abusing the geography on these silkworms. Oh god. Never mind. I'm trapped in the corner now. That comment went back in time and inspired 17 R. Kelly songs. Trapped in the Corner Saga, part 1 through 21. Yeah, that was only 17 songs, even though there were 21 parts. That's pretty crazy, right? Some more eyeless ooze guys. Do you think blind guys hang out? I was just thinking, because, like, we got eyeless ooze guys here. In the last room we had eyeless plus eyeful. But here we only have eyeless. I wonder, you know, do blind people hang out? They don't want to feel bad or self-conscious about their lack of vision? Or is it, I mean, I imagine it would be a great asset to have a friend who did have vision. I mean, he could tell you what's on the menu, what you could order. I suppose he could just ask the waitress as well. I don't know, man. If there's any blind people watching this, you know, I feel for you. It's a tough moral choice. Definitely re-rolling Mom's bra. Probably gonna re-roll that laser. I don't really have a huge interest in picking that up and losing my D6. Although, if I could get a battery, I can make the laser work. I don't know if I've ever really used the laser as an endgame item. I probably have, because it also shows up in secret rooms. But who knows? Okay, now we've seen a lot of pills so far in this video. Some of them have been good, some of them have been terrible. That is an example of the terrible one. But on the bright side, having identified that, we will now know that if we get that again, we can just use it as a full health pill if we ever fall too low. Range down. That's another pretty horrible pill. I was hoping that was the Balls of Steel one. Gonna use our last key on the shop here. Yep, could have predicted that. Let's use the Empress to give us the curse. So we should be able to kill Greed pretty quickly. But, you know, my dodging skills ain't what they used to be, so... Probably going to take a lot of damage during this fight, which means I will want to go to the arcade afterwards. Cool! 50 cents off. There's 50 cents off? How long has it been since I played this game? 50% off. Anything in the store. Definitely go to the arcade, if only because I'll be safe there. Of course, Greed pops out of the arcade. Fuck you, buddy! Alright. Greed, I don't know why you have to cuss in these videos. I'm just trying to make a family-friendly product here that also appeals to mature audiences, but not mature audiences only. 2 more cents. I'm spending too much money here, but I can kind of afford to now that I've, oh, Pretty Fly, nice. That I've gotten that Steam sale. Maybe we'll play each of these one more time. Okay, we got some more money there. I feel fine with 7 cents. Picked up 2 more bombs, which I will use to explode you. Wow, that pushed it too far, but it worked okay. Let's try that again. Pushed it way too far, what a waste of a bomb. It's because the triple shot carries so much moving power, pushing power. Drop that. And okay, so we got more money, more bombs, more health. That worked out very well for us, I would say. And Greed is gone. I mean, he can show up later, but it's unlikely that he will. It's rooms like this where I'm very thankful to have the first form of the cube of meat. Second form would be equally good, of course. Range down. Someone's trolling me. Ed McMillan made a very special build of the game for this. It's like, I hear Northernlion's thinking about making some more Isaac videos. Let's put all of his favorite items in there. Yeah. Broken Mirror, My Reflection, he's a big fan of that one. Single Pretty Fly, yeah, that's all he needs to win. I remember him getting a little bit cocky in those later videos. Let's see what we got here. The other thing, for people who, you know, are complaining that there's not as much Isaac as there used to be. First off, just watch the Dark Souls Let's Play, man. There's a lot more variety in that right now. I'm not saying anything negative about Isaac, of course, I love this game. But, a lot more variety going on in the Dark Souls Let's Play right now. That's my baby right now, and I'm very proud of it. But I'm also very protective of it. The other thing is, game's like 3 months old. Almost 4 months old now. In fact, I'm doing the math very poorly. Yeah, 4 months old. Whoa, almost got killed there. Again, as you can see by the stupid damage I'm taking, how poorly I'm playing. Could get that range up, rather have the HP up. Even though I'll never get to trade with the devil, apparently. Yeah, the game's 4 months old, and it's $5, and it's routinely on sale for cheap on Steam. So just, you know, go back, watch one of the 120-something episodes you might have missed. Hopefully that'll satiate you. Otherwise, you could buy the game for, like, the price of a foot-long sandwich. Select foot-long sandwich, of course. You couldn't... Not every foot-long sandwich is going to be $5. You want a pizza sub? That's okay, that's $5. You want a turkey sub? That is real turkey, that's expensive. You think this is Thanksgiving? Maybe that Subway should do a promotion. Thanksgiving, $5 footlongs now include the turkey sub. I will never be CEO, because that would probably cause their profits to tank. Who knows? I'm not a businessman. This is my business, man. 25 cents. Could wait a room and re-roll that, but hey, money is power, right? Hopefully we'll be able to pick up a lot of great items now. We could pick up 5 normally 15-cent items with the amount of money we have right now. Or, because I am getting hit a lot, we'll just instead probably use that for consumables. So I can buy spirit hearts, keys, regular hearts, as well as probably like 3 regularly 15-cent items. Fine by me. What's our tarot card? Emperor. Takes us directly to the boss. Yep, definitely want to get 2 copies of the Bible in here. Let's re-roll those. You know what? I will take the Book of Belial. And I will take Deadbird. And then I'll pick up almost all of this. No, I'll pick up all of it. I'm going to clear this place out. Book of Belial is going to be fantastic in conjunction with our triple shot here. And obviously, Deadbird is a great pickup because I'm taking so much damage that really I would be stupid not to pick it up. Going to ignore Judgment for now because this money is pretty valuable for me. Could spend it on the next shop. We do only have one more shop. And I would like to make the most of it. There's 2 bombs over here. Going to use one of them to blow this up so I'm not tempted to use it. 20 cents. Oh, there's a bug right there. You watching this, Ed? Probably not, he says. From Santa Cruz, California. Somewhere his ears are burning. Anyway. We're up to 21 cents. Room full of leapers. Book of Belial worthy, but hey, I'm already here. Already halfway done. Deadbird's doing my work for me. Why waste the spacebar item, which I believe recharges once every 3 rooms, which is actually pretty good. Good diagonal walking. Room full of zombies, which, you know, wouldn't be so hard if I didn't walk in the fire. That's just part of using the strategy to hurt yourself to hurt the enemies. Even if the Deadbird does take 55 hits to kill the zombie. It's fine. Please eat. This is what they need, man. Birdemic plus Dawn of the Dead. The next great film from Tommy Wiseau. Should I say the next great show from the creator of the Tommy Wise Show. What do we get here? Secret room. Getting really lucky on those bombs right now. 25 cents? Again, that's another 3 spacebar items, which is more than I could ever pick up. Now, I'm just hoping here that the boss room is going to be soon, because I'm saving my Book of Belial to use on the boss, because obviously each one of these triple shots is going to hit like a ton of bricks. Unfortunately, we don't seem to be coming across the boss, and that's a serious problem, because I may not have enough health to survive until I get that far into the game. What a nice leisurely Isaac video. This is way more laid back than recording Dark Souls, because recording Dark Souls, like 95% of my brain power is just focused on me not dying, which has actually worked out really well. But in Isaac's still a difficult game, but much, much easier, much, much more. You can kind of speak while doing it and not feel like you're hampering your progress too much. Whereas in Dark Souls, I feel like every 10 seconds I'm like, yo, hold on. I'll provide some commentary for this, but first, I need to focus on getting past these 2 douchebag archers on top of this flying buttress. Oh, what a stupid, stupid case of damage right there. Plus, you can heal yourself in that game, so stupid damage is not a huge problem. Would love to be able to get that key. Can't. Would love to be able to get that heart. Not worth a key. Oh, this is an interesting room. Yep. Yet another set of stupid damage there. Range down, so I can't really abuse a range advantage on these guys. Thank God for that heart drop. Not feeling too happy about my chances right here. But hopefully, and you know it'd be great, like a Yum Heart. Normally a Yum Heart is a pretty terrible item. Gives you, I believe, half a heart per use, but when you're taking as much damage as I'm taking right now, it might be valuable. I might be better off just hoping for something way overpowered, because the Yum Heart is not gonna do me in the womb when everything hits twice as hard. Okay, definitely use our spacebar item here for the Book of Belial. It hits pretty hard. And I would prefer to not get hit, even though getting hit will allow me to call upon the powers of the Deadbird. We all know my strategy for Monstro 2. I didn't... Oh, God. Okay. Alright, Deadbird. I didn't mean what I said. We all know my strategy for Monstro 2. I'm not going to articulate it any more than is necessary. I would like those, birds, or laser bullet flies to die a little bit faster next time, if at all possible. Or, you know, it'd be nice if my Deadbird could do some crowd control on them. That would be fine, too. Do a little laser left, laser right on him, obviously. As wouldn't be the first time we've done this. I got him trapped in the corner. This is a bad situation. He's probably going to do his leap again. Who do you think you are, Mirana? Well, you know, range up's not such a horrible pickup because I have been kind of hampered by my range disadvantages so far. Let's move on to the depths part 2. I have a sneaking suspicion that this will be the last floor in the video. Man, that's some crazy slowdown. You mean I shouldn't be running Photoshop, Sony Vegas, The Binding of Isaac, and Camtasia Studio at exactly the same time? Oh, and of course Audacity. Is that why I can smell burning plastic? There we go. Finally got a chest. Is that the first regular chest drop we've had? We've had some chests that I've picked up, but I've had to use a bomb to get to all of them, I think. Game hasn't been very lenient this time. Normally it drops a lot more hearts. Bombs and keys have been pretty good. They've never been in really short supply. But I'm not doing so well on damage either. I would say this is an average. Oh god. I almost got screwed there. This is an average Binding of Isaac run in terms of, you know, item drops. Not spectacular. Consumable drops maybe a little bit low. Well, hearts anyway. Bombs and keys seem pretty normal. Otherwise, it is entirely my play which is dictating the course of this game, which is a scary, scary thought. Sometimes that's good. Most of the time it's actually horrible. Don't want to waste any keys to get to that slot machine. We could fight Mom right away, but we don't want to because that will prevent us from accessing the rest of the floor. How many times have Pretty Fly and Cube of Meat saved my ass so far in this video? Every time I think I'm going to get hit, they end up saving me. I mean, I'm still getting hit a lot. I just don't think that I'm going to get hit before it happens. Whenever I see it coming, I'm like, oh my god! I'm hitting them, and then they're going to hit me. That's why I picked up this new microphone. I really wanted to capture my salient commentary like that in glorious high fidelity. Anyway. Oh! I would love for you to die, please. I will use a key to open this chest. Well, to open the door to open the chest. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. I guess she'll die. And, you know, other such tongue twisters. Twisters of the tongue. You know, when you say tongue twister, nobody gets on your case, but if you ask like a 7-year-old to join you in Twister of the Tongue, they get really up in arms. They being the Motion Picture Association of America. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Thank God I'm not a teacher anymore. That last comment maybe could have cost me my job. Due to paranoia. Now. Brain's dead. No drops, which means we can go up. Alright. Room full of eyeless ooze, guys. It was very nice of them to slow down the game for me by all spawning simultaneously. So I had a chance to think about how to dodge and whether or not to use my Book of Belial. Decided on using it, which I think is a wise decision. And I still took damage even though it was basically a turn-based game because of the slowdown. Oh well. Doing okay for health, but risky, risky. Oh, sloth! And of course, I need to be faster to deal with sloth. Why? I don't know. My Isaac is normally faster than this. Not the game itself. Well, I mean, yes, the game itself, but also I just mean my hero Isaac, my character Isaac. Normally gets a speed up or something throughout the game. Bob's Rotten Head. Terrible spacebar item when we already have Book of Belial. Oh well. It's the thought that counts. Emperor Tarot card. At the very least, if I make it to the womb, I can use the Emperor Tarot card to save me 1 floor's worth of trouble. If you don't count the boss's trouble. And normally the boss is in trouble because it's usually Skolex. Or Blastocyst. Both breather bosses. That's one question I really wish I had remembered to ask Ed. I wanted to ask him about Skolex, and I think someone actually suggested this in the comments as well. I wanted to ask him whether Skolex was intended to be an easy boss. And I think, you know, honestly, I think the answer is probably yes. Because otherwise he would have buffed him more than he did. Apparently in one of those first patches he did get buffed, but not enough to make him viable. Really good luck on the secret rooms here. 33 cents. We're still at the 4 spacebar items range. Not that that is, you know, realistic or relevant at all, I suppose. Probably don't want to walk this way unless I want to waste another key needlessly. Zombie room. I'm thinking about my options here. I could try to murder these zombies, or I could bomb my way out and Emperor my way to the boss. That is probably a poor decision, long term. Let's instead just make them kill themselves on bombs. Okay, 2 zombie room, I can deal with that. Other thing I could have done, there was a multitude of strategies for how to deal with that room. I could have also deliberately taken some damage, and then used my dead bird and basically just tried to avoid the zombies. But, you know, 2 bombs. I think that's a fair trade to get out of that zombie room and not have to waste my Emperor card, which will save me probably like 4 hearts worth of damage on the womb if we're being 100% honest here. Alright. What do we have to deal with here? 2 more fetuses. Dead bird will take that one. It's probably the cheapest abortion anyone has ever seen on YouTube. I shouldn't say things like that. Not because it's tasteless, but because I can't verify that. I'm sure if you search cheapest abortion ever, there's probably a how-to video. Let's check out our shop here. Please, no greed. Book of Revelations. Wow. That's a little late, but better late than never. And sometimes better late than fast. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, this is a joke about premature ejaculation. Now we found the item room. I may still use my Emperor card to just go back and get to the boss, because it saves me backtracking, and I'm a lazy guy inherently. It was a gut call there with my, whether to use the Book of Belial or the Book of Revelations. I think Revelations is going to give me more survivability, which is definitely what I need right now. Definitely don't want the poop. Let's use the Emperor card because I'm lazy, and I love making bad decisions to make things a little bit more exciting. Broken Mirror is going to be useful here, but you know, Dead Bird is actually probably going to be more useful. I should try to take half a heart of damage in here. I got Spirit Hearts coming out of my butt anyway. Literally, can someone recommend a good proctologist? Because this hurts. They're much pointier than you would think at first glance. You know what? We'll probably get Dead Bird by accident anyway, so let's not force it. That's the last thing I need to start doing, is start taking deliberate damage in Isaac. I think that train has sailed. Oh, there we go, finally. I meant to do that. Alright, Dead Bird's just gonna stand there uselessly, get blown back by the force of the wind surrounding Mom's foot stomp. I'm just gonna continue moving around here. Big giant head is gonna chase me. And then, I can just stand in the center. At least the bird's doing a little bit of crowd control. Not a lot, but a little bit. And a little bit helps. This has been the longest boss fight we've had on here in a while. It really gives me a chance to appreciate the stirring score from Danny B, who apparently is supplying some tracks for the expansion, which is pretty nice. Not sure if those are going to be included on the soundtrack for people who have already purchased the soundtrack, but hey. And Danny B getting work is good news for everybody in the indie industry. He produces some really good stuff, obviously. Producer, soundtrack on Super Meat Boy, soundtrack on Binding of Isaac, and other such games that I was going to mention, but I've just forgotten the names of, so now I'm going to talk about another video game composer. Hey, what's Soul been doing recently? He did the soundtrack for, you know, V to the 5. Haven't heard much out of him recently, though. Maybe I should go check out his blog. Soundtrack to VVVVVV, one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. That and Inception. Alright, so we got HP up here, as well as a Spirit Heart. Down to the next floor, minus the Emperor card, which was a poor decision to use, but hey. I make a lot of bad decisions in this Let's Play. I'm normally a very responsible adult in real life, if you're watching, Mom. Oh, that was a pretty terrible damage set to take right there. Dead Bird just hanging out in the corner, doing what dead birds do, not moving. That's pretty accurate, I suppose. Obviously, we picked the wrong direction here right off the bat. And this is the flip side of this broken mirror argument. It's now, because of that rock, I actually can't hit him. There we go. So we're going to try to find the boss as fast as possible and try not to die, which is unlikely, let's say. Alright, Champion Monstros. Probably less HP, more speed, looks like. It's fine by me. Because obviously I'm dealing with the fastest character in existence right now. Donovan Bailey of The Binding of Isaac. Hey, almost full health, I'll take that. That means I can go to some gauntlet rooms, should we run across them. Oh, I hate dealing with my clone. What a waste of a bomb there. Let's try it this way. There we go. I gotta keep dodging, though, to avoid these fetuses. But I wanted to stay in one place so that the bomb actually hits the person I wanted it to hit, or the enemy I wanted it to hit. I like these guys. These guys feel like breather enemies most of the time, to be honest with you. Of course, time was right for me to get hit there. Here we go. Book of Revelations use. Laser. Single laser. Not a difficult enemy at all. And again, obligatory all the single lasers joke goes there, I guess. It's been a while, guys. Cut me some slack. huge slowdown in this room. We are playing The Binding of Isaac, naturally. I just felt my laptop. It is so hot. I'm not saying you could cook an egg on it. Well, you probably could. It would just take you a while. It would be like cooking it sous vide. Which is, you know, cooking it in a just borderline over room temperature over the course of like 20 hours. For those of you who, you know, didn't take French class or aren't in culinary school. Apparently it makes food really tender, but I've never eaten anything like that. Or anything cooked sous vide. And probably most people haven't. I don't expect it's a very popular form of cooking, just because most people are going to be like, ooh, great, you put your food in a bag of lukewarm water for 20 hours? My original tone of voice on that was making people sound snobby. But then I was like, well, it does sound kind of gross at first glance, doesn't it? First listen. There we go. Did find the boss room, and hey, Judgment, what's up, buddy? Please give me an HP up. Or like a big rocket launcher that just will destroy whoever this boss is. Keeping up with my part of the deal. HP up, that's a pretty good pickup here. Of course, he dropped that extra heart for us as well. What do we have here? Death! Pretty much the only difficult boss we could be fighting here on the first floor, minus the Fallen. That's okay. We got those pretty flies. We'll probably have dead birds soon for some crowd control on those sites, and the zombies that are inevitably, wow, that probably never messed up that word worse than I did right there, that are inevitably gonna come. Here we go. Okay, now we're in zombie time. There's the dead bird. I did that on purpose, totally. Don't even question it. Don't even question it! Or that one. No, that one was an accident. Alright, so we'll just keep firing on little Pajama Death here. Does look like he's wearing a onesie, doesn't it? Like, oh, he's wearing a onesie to the dentist, because he is in serious need of some oral care. That came out so wrong. Taking way too much damage here, because I apparently don't have the brain strength to focus on this many things on the screen at once. There we go. Second cube of meat. Oh, I forgot that I was going to be picking it up. Like I said, it's been a long time. Down to the wound part 2. I have a sneaking suspicion this will be the floor that actually ends it. Let's see. Chubb. Oh, God. Chubb and Larry Jr. All the snake-type enemies. We'll use bombs. They're super effective. I don't even know if that hit him. Dead bird, feel free to do some of my dirty work for me here. Larry Jr., no! I can't afford to worry about LJ. He's like Chubb's younger brother. Oh, what a waste of a bomb. And I don't have a lot to be wasting right now. He's trapped in the poop. That's perfect for me. Thank you, Larry Jr. Much appreciated barrier to entry for Chubb. How much health does he have when you get down to, like, nothing visible on the meter? That's crazy. And that is... oh, God. Get out of there. Alright, so exactly the same room, but plus brain guys. That'll restrict my movement, so if they fire a bomb at me, there's nothing I can do about it. Fantastic. Really want to sing My Reflection by Christina Aguilera right now. Because I'm into bad music. You probably thought I was going to say something else there. For shame. For shame. 2 Glebnies. Gotta get hit twice here to end my Isaac career. Wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time... oh, thank God for that. Oh, I was going to say thank God for the pretty fly. Where were you on that one, pretty... oh, sorry, I was hoping to write an Offspring song. Well, anyway, thank you guys for watching. This has been the first Binding of Isaac episode in a long time. I enjoyed it. Hopefully this keeps you sated, because I can't guarantee when the next one is going to happen. But, you know, sooner rather than later, depending on your timeline of when sooner and later are. As always, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time.